which else to several spheres thou must ascribe, moved contrary with thwart obliquities, or save the sun his labour in that swift nocturnal and diurnal rom, supposed, invisible else above all stars, the wheel of day and night, which needs not thy belief, if earth, industrious of herself, fetch day travelling east, and with her part averse from the sun's beam meet night, her other part still luminous by his ray. What if that light sent from her through the wide transpicuous air to the terrestrial moon be as a star, enlightening her by day as she by night this earth, reciprocal, if land be there, fields and inhabitants, her spots thou seest as clouds, and clouds may rain, and rain produce fruits in her softened soil for some to eat allotted there. And other suns perhaps, with their attendant moons, thou wilt descry, communicating male and female light, which two great sexes animate the world, stored in each orb perhaps with some that live. For such vast room in nature unpossessed by living soul, desert and desolate, only to shine, yet scarce to contribute each orb a glimpse of light, conveyed so far down to this habitable, which returns light back to them, is obvious to dispute. But whether thus these things, or whether not, but whether the sun predominant in heaven rise on the earth, or earth rise on the sun, he from the east his flaming road begin, or she from west her silent course advance, with inoffensive pace that spinning sleeps on her soft axle, while she paces even, and bears thee soft with the smooth air along. Solicit not thy thoughts with matters hid, leave them to God above, him serve and fear. Of other creatures as him pleases best, wherever placed let him dispose. Joy thou in what he gives to thee, this paradise and thy fair Eve. Heaven is for thee too high to know what passes there. Be lowly wise, think only what concerns thee and thy being. Dream not of other worlds, what creatures there live, in what state, condition, or degree, contented that thus far hath been revealed, not of earth only, but of highest heaven. To whom thus Adam, cleared of doubt, replied, How fully hast thou satisfied me, pure intelligence of heaven, angel serene, and freed from intricacies, taught to live the easiest way, nor with perplexing thoughts to interrupt the sweet of life, from which God hath bid dwell far off all anxious cares, and not molest us, unless we ourselves seek them with wandering thoughts and notions vain. But apt the mind or fancy is to rove unchecked, and of her roving is no end, till warned, or by experience taught, she learn that not to know at large of things remote from use, obscure and subtle, but to know that which before us lies in daily life is the prime wisdom. What is more is fume, or emptiness, or fond impertinence, and renders us, in things that most concern, unpractised, unprepared, and still to seek. Therefore from this high pitch let us descend a lower flight, and speak of things at hand useful, whence haply mention may arise of something not unseasonable to ask, by sufferance, and thy wonted favour deigned. Thee I have heard relating what was done ere my remembrance. Now hear me relate my story, which perhaps thou hast not heard. And day is not yet spent, till then thou seest how subtly to detain thee I devise, inviting thee to hear while I relate. fond, were it not in hope of thy reply. For while I sit with thee I seem in heaven, and sweeter thy discourse is to my ear than fruits of palm tree pleasantest to thirst and hunger both, from labour at the hour of sweet repast. They satiate and soon fill, though pleasant, but thy words, with grace divine imbued, bring to their sweetness no satiety.